Today's horoscope, Scorpio August 25, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. You're in good shape to get back into the swing of things with your work or wellness routines. It's a time for clarity about your intentions or taking action and talking about it later. Outstanding, healing energy is with you, particularly for private, personal matters, but these can also positively affect your health. This is due to a Mars-Chiron connection. This is a good day for high levels of emotional and mental energy, and you can feel motivated to do things you've been letting slide. You might use this positive blast of energy to sort out financial support issues if needed or to engage in an investigation or intimate matter. You're rather fearless when it comes to accepting and confronting deeper feelings now, and you're ready to dive in and take care of problems. It can be a good time for physical therapy of some sort, even on an informal level. Providing a service or volunteering your help can figure strongly. The cosmos is drumming up even more fun and games for you. As mental Mercury dances through the heavens, he will link in a scintillating dance with mighty Mars, your planetary co-ruler. As they powwow in a sextile, you could be having intuitive hunches about how to get down and flirty with someone you desire. You may even have the desire to hit the town and randomly splurge some of your money on someone you care for or may be on the receiving end, instead. Another way this could affect you is by catching wind of some sexy texts that leave you in heat until you can get in private. What can you do to be more financially proactive? Recently, you may have felt insecure about your job's financial opportunities and stability. Maybe your job market is tougher than most, or perhaps there is not a lot of room for growth at your current job. Whatever it might be, use this time to be financially proactive when Mars in Gemini sextiles Mercury retrograde in Leo and Chiron retrograde in Aries. You may find that there are more ways than one to secure your financial standing. Explore other options outside of your career path. There is powerful insight available, you just need to know where to look. Sometimes it's essential to feel terrible and then understand why you feel that way. Don't try to shrug off your feelings today, it will be nearly impossible, and you will miss some valuable information. The stomach area is sensitive during times of stress. While you have a cup of chamomile tea to soothe your digestive tract, pick the seeds out of a pomegranate and ask yourself what you're looking for. This is a day that will highlight your intelligence. Your determination is concrete today and your organization skills are at their best. You will definitely know how to realize a perfect accord between your sense of duty and sacrifice. Realizing an action that is useful for the public, visiting someone who is sick or helping friends or family, is extremely helpful. Nothing will stop you from acting and for the good of all. After returning to support the sun in its final hours in your career sector and spending its last moments in your work sector connecting with the planets that will keep progress steady on both fronts, the moon departs and catches up again. This time, the moon's return to your relationship sector during the sun's first full day in your friendship sector harmonizes their energies. This initiates a positive period for strengthening friendships and relationships, backed by substantial support from communication forces. It is just as the sun is spending his first full day in your friendship sector alongside Venus, the planet of love, that the moon returns its monthly visit to your relationship sector. The moon will move straight into a friendly aspect to the sun, making this a positive day for friendship and relationship building, but at a time when there is already support from the communication gods. Daily Planetary Overview. Does it sting? With Mars in Gemini sextiling Mercury retrograde in Leo, while Chiron retrograde in Aries adds its influence, conversations today might feel a bit more tender than usual. Mercury retrograde is known for its classic communication mishaps, and you might find that either you or someone else speaks out of turn. Words that were meant to be harmless could land awkwardly, triggering sensitive emotions or even sparking misunderstandings. If you feel hurt by something someone says, or if you unintentionally hurt someone else, don't hesitate to address it. This is your chance to speak up with honesty and vulnerability, or to extend an apology with sincerity and grace. We've all been there, those moments when a conversation goes off course, and suddenly, we're left wondering, did I really just say that? Or maybe someone's comment hits a little too close to home, and you find yourself feeling unexpectedly stung. Today is one of those days where emotions might be running a little higher than usual, so it's important to react with calmness and patience, even in the face of any jibes or provocations from others. If you feel deceived or hurt, be mindful of who you confide in. It's easy to overthink every word, but remember, not every comment is meant to be taken so seriously. Seek out the people who understand your moods and know how to handle them with care. Sometimes, simply resting and taking a step back can make all the difference in how you feel. Despite the sensitive energy in the air, there's also a positive side to today's astrological influences. If you approach conversations with openness and honesty, your words are likely to be well received. This is a perfect time for a frank exchange of opinions, where both you and the other person feel safe enough to voice your concerns. Have you ever noticed how liberating it can feel to get everything out in the open? When you approach discussions with good intentions, people tend to take note of that sincerity and respond in kind. It's all about creating space for mutual understanding, both sides allowing for a little criticism, but with the goal of growth and resolution. Don't shy away from the feedback you receive today. Instead, deal with it honestly and with an open heart. You might be surprised by how much progress you can make in your relationships when you approach them with this kind of authenticity. Feeling inclined to take the lead in your relationships? This energy is also about stepping up and sharing your ideas with others. You might find yourself wanting to guide those around you, showing them the opportunities that can arise when they include your insights and perspectives. But remember, leadership is as much about listening as it is about speaking. Make sure you're tuning in to the wishes and ideas of others, too. After all that creative and collaborative energy, it's essential to take a moment for yourself. Find a quiet place to reflect on everything you've put into motion. Sometimes, it's in those quiet moments of reflection that the most clarity and inspiration come to light. On the financial front, things are looking good. You have a knack for knowing how to negotiate to your advantage today, even in tricky situations. If you're in the middle of a deal or a bargaining session, trust in your instincts. They're sharp right now. Plus, there are more options opening up for you, so don't hesitate to make new contacts or explore new opportunities. These connections might prove to be incredibly useful down the line, and your healthy instincts will guide you if things start to veer off course. Have you ever found yourself in the right place at the right time, making a connection that turned out to be exactly what you needed? Today could bring just that kind of serendipitous moment, so stay open to the possibilities. As you navigate the energies of today, remember that it's okay to feel sensitive. It's okay to take things a little more personally right now. But also remember that with sensitivity comes the opportunity for deeper connection and understanding, both with yourself and with others. So, how are you handling today's conversations? Have you found yourself navigating any tricky discussions with loved ones? Or maybe even surprising yourself with how well you've managed to stay calm in the face of a challenge? Let's share our experiences, support one another, and keep moving forward with grace and positivity. After all, the most meaningful connections often come from moments of vulnerability and honesty.